really impact Lee Sin's ability to actually fight you. So I think that the Nocturne is a very powerful setup. I also think that Nocturne plus Rumble is just a very powerful combo that we've been seeing throughout the world. You throw down the Equalizer, the Nocturne ultimate comes down.
Huge amount of tankiness there. Really only the Tarm Kench likely to be that beefy as the game goes on.
Duck will get spotted out. Hook lands.
Gonna get rooted as well. Gobbled up by Crocs at all this game. It will still be at level 1 as XL look for a play down towards the bottom side. Dan not yet level 6. Nukeduck neither has that ultimate. Promise Q caught underneath the tower by himself. Spectral Maw coming up, but he's hooked out of it, and Nukeduck no longer has the stun. Devour is going to be used by Denik. Root coming out as well. XL might continue for this. Dan flashes forward, misses the harpoon. Just dashes away. Promise Q, though, will be sacrificed. Nukeduck gets first blood. Hook just a little bit shy of hitting Jeskla.
I like this roam from Nukeduck. Yes, he will lose the, what do you call it? The soul take, the...
Sovereign's domain.
Yeah, but when he inhabits.
In this mid lane. However, Nukeduck has not seen Jeskla and Promise Q on this roam. No flashes on the Astralis bot lane, but no flash on Nukeduck either. Into the harrowed path, Magifelix lands a Shuriken. Here's White Knight, all of Astralis. They're like, excuse me, can't believe you left. Flash kick back, Nukeduck gets over the wall, but Magifelix will chase him down.
Beautifully played by Nukeduck, but Nocturne has always had mana issues, right? They will get outscaled because they are playing against this center, and I also think that this bot lane for XL, hang on, flash in.
Flash hook onto Dan, doesn't have the equalizer. TP's coming in as both teams look to Barney in the bottom lane. First kill goes to Promise Q. Magifelix will answer it though. Dan is dead. Patrick trying to get away from this one. Jessica fighting off Nukeduck and Denik all on his lonesome. The Dawning Shadow will give them a shield. It's a 2-for-2 trade so far. Denik continues to push forward though into Zanzara and into Magifelix. Nukeduck on the chase has possessed that Kai'Sa, but shouldn't be able to get too much more out of this.
It's being good for them, because if they force more mid-game fights before Senna hits that big spike, I think that they're in a good position, but once this Divine Sundra starts to come through for Patrick, once the Divine Sundra is going to see that really good use of the spell shield there by Cries as well to mitigate the E damage from the Lee Sin, which is the skill that you max in the 1-versus-1 matchup.
Good one, Betty. Rift out used in the bottom lane. He's going to charge in. Doesn't quite take down all the plates, and you can see Magifelix once again on his way down towards the bottom lane. Rift out will die, and this tower still survives.
Was roaming with the jungler as well at times to secure a couple more stacks from the jungle camps. Hitting that 60, I think pre-15 minutes is generally pretty good, because then when you get to around the 20,000
gold lead, very strong start for them. After yesterday's performance against Rogue, I think we wondered if they could be proactive, if they could get these leads, as White Knight is the one making the proactive plays in the top lane. TP coming in as well, and Cries doesn't really have anywhere to go here. Doesn't expend the flash, well done by him, knowing he was dead already.
Bit of an overstep there from Cries. Looking for a flank in mid.
That he is. Rift out going down, but Astralis actually have a man advantage right now. Cries is on his way up through the river. TP coming in as well. The Rift Herald has been put down. 9 seconds on the Drake. XL using this Rift Herald as a 6th player to gain mid priority and then work their way down towards the Cloud Dragon. And it looks like Astralis may give it up, but there's TP coming in behind here. Patrick flashed in on. There's the knockup. Denik is the first target, but he's still got the thick skin. There is the hellish Nightmare Paranoia Equalizer combo coming out, but it just doesn't quite have the damage. First kill goes over to White Knight as they look for a little bit more. Nukeduck has to flash away. White Knight burning down, but all of Astralis have been able to walk away. However, XL have so much more health.
Many low health members on the side of Astralis, but none of them end up dropping. It will cost them the 3rd Drake of the game, but just goes to show that Astralis can win out on these fights. You can see that Nukeduck, if he had gone a reset, that fight would have gone in the favor of XL, but he couldn't quite get the kill needed.
Once again, Magifelix in a very strong position. Denik hasn't got flash, doesn't really have anywhere to go here. He's going to get chased down. There's the Equalizer coming out. The thick skin will save Denik with the Dawning Shadow. And now White Knight might be in for a world of hurt as he's going to have to try and dash away. Safeguard used. TP coming in from XL as Cries joins the fray. Doesn't have the Paranoia as of yet. White Knight's going to go the long way around to try and catch out these two Astralis players. And it is a long way back to safety for White Knight and Zanzara. Here's the Abyssal Voyage, a little bit short. There's the Paranoia. Cries diving in, looking for Zanzara first. White Knight going forward as well, and Zanzara will fall. The reset coming in. White Knight will be able to escape. Nukeduck tries to get close enough, but he won't close down on the Astralis top lane. And meanwhile, Promise Q and Magifelix are just taking a tower in the mid lane.
A lot of time was spent by XL chasing after that kill. If it gets down to the wire once again, as it seems to continue being very, very close as we approach the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, Patrick as well is up to
clear out some of the vision in his side of the jungle and then start pathing towards his team again. This is some of the advantages that Astralis do have, and I like this use of the TP.
It's a double TP, both White Knight and Magic Felix are on the way. The Paranoia coming out, and there's the Equalizer as well, but already Astralis are looking to burst them down. Cries diving into the backline, Magic Felix gets one, gets two, Dan's dead. White Knight takes the third as nuked up balls, and Cries is going to get chased off towards the top of this fight. Blast Cone only knocks him up in place, and Jessica takes him down.
Really good team fight from Astralis. They recognized that they had the numbers advantage. A huge team fight win. Very well played by Astralis, and they should be able to get themselves the Baron off the back of it.
And once again, we see an Akali getting a couple of early kills and then really taking over team fights. Magic Felix now 4-0-3, 2 items complete. Baron taken
for the split.
See Nukeduck facing into Promise Q as well. Promise Q just a little bit wide with that hook. Cries does have TP, and he's now pushing out bottom lane, but Astralis have taken the tier 2 in the top lane. They have a wave coming in the mid lane as well, as White Knight will start to pound down on that tower. There's another turret to them. 5-2 in favor of Astralis in terms of towers, a 6,000, 5,000 gold lead for them. Now they are working their way up towards this inhibitor line. Will Cries TP, an Equalizer used to clear out the way, but that tower is already gone. Cries now looking to get into this fight. The Paranoia coming out, but Cries hasn't TP'd. It's so late. Dan's already dead before Cries even lands. And XL just a little bit late on the trigger there. Astralis walking straight through the front door. White Knight diving in, diving back. It's a little bit too greedy from him right there.
We'll get both flashes out from Patrick and Dago, and he goes back in.
Flash kick again! This man has a laser sight on the enemy AD carry when it matters most. White Knight finds the pick, and following up, Magic Felix gets another. Astralis with some great late game team fights. An incredible double TP play in the mid lane. And with their second win of summer, their best ever start to the LEC. Last time, we were all the way in week 3 before they had 2 wins, VITvs. Now they have it on day 2.
Beautiful stuff from Astralis. The way in which tower, you have access to the backline, but I think getting onto that Ezreal is going to be very difficult in these team fights. Also, when you have the scaling of a Victor with Misfits, I think that if you play a traditional front-to-back, Misfits should have the advantage, but their engage is not the strongest. They don't have the easiest way to start fights. They're kind of relying on some of the poke from Victor. And
we saw him hit level 2 first. Genex is going to dash forward here, going in with the harrowed path. Gets the Spectral Maw stunned down, and the Ignite is ticking. Genex should survive this, but will have to TP back to the lane.
Very likely, yeah. Really good trade from Hirit, leveraging the level advantage. Ooh, he may even be able to interrupt this, and he will. Very well played from Hirit. He's going to keep the pressure on. Treat is hovering around, but it's not going to land. The dash. Predictions will come through. So, pretty slow game in the early... Oh, as I say that, Genex committing. Good use of the ultimate, chunks out Hirit. You can see how much damage Genex does have at his disposal once he hits level 6. Now 2 hours may catch Hirit
got
out.
No flash. He only has Ignite here. He's going to try and dash away with the Spectral Maw, but 2 hours is here, and 2 hours is on the board. The Dragon,
Rome.
As you say, Hirit is on a ward here, and he didn't realize it. And here comes 2 hours once again. Genex with the needle work, and Hirit is going to get jabbed with a vaccine. 2 hours.
As many plates as possible and get as much value off of this Rift Herald as they can. 2 hours was able to hit the tower as well, which means that he's guaranteed to get these plates. Only 160 gold, but good damage means that it looks like that Misfits is just going to concede this one for now. They're going to focus on scaling up, waiting for a couple more items to be completed. That will be the cannon gone for VTO, but he's going to use the ultimate to interrupt the culling from 2 hours as the first
of a longer one here as well. The question is whether Misfits will be able to find some plays to get themselves back in the game, and that's what they're looking for towards the top side. Spectral Maw coming out, Razork running forward, and that bear slap will still connect. Needlework doesn't do anything into 3 players from Misfits. Here it will be given the kill.
Nicely done from Misfits. They get themselves there first to land. So we'll see. Is Genex a good Gwen player? I'm excited to find out.
Right now, Losing otherwise going to go down onto Razork as Treat looks to catch out his enemy man. Jez is there as well, and 2 hours now on a killing spree. The only player on the SK lineup to pick up the
fight, and it looks like now is the time.
Yeah, Himit's already down here, so you have to expect Misfits to want to take this fight. Corey not really with the team. VTO in the mid lane is going to be met by 2 Hours and Genax, but this Dragon already down to about half HP. Jez is trying to come in from the bottom side. It's a pincer movement here from SK. Treats with the swell seed. It's dodged by everyone. Flash hook. Treats goes in. A 3-man sleep's going to land here. Where is the follow-up? Here goes Gwen. Vander taken down first. Jez is going forward onto VTO as well. Here we're trying to dive back in, looking for the resets. Jez is just about gets enough shield to survive. So does Genax. And both of them walk out alive.
Ends up being 1 kill for SK in favor.
The supports, of course, still a long way away from their 2 items. Not even 1 complete on Vander right now. He's gone for that stopwatch as the Braum just to keep himself a little bit more safe, almost towards his Locket, though. He must actually pretty much have that, but he can't go back because the fight is about to start. Locket could have been game-changing in this next fight. There's the true shot barrage, hits onto 2. Razzle flashes in and Treats is down. No ability for that Lillian to impact the fight. VTO kills off Jez's and Misfits strike.
Misfits don't have a lot of engage options, but the one that they do, they're used very effectively. Flashing onto Treats, being able to burst him down before the rest of SK can react onto the map.
There's nothing I love more than a good flash bear slap, and that's exactly what Razzle did to his enemy jungler. Treats only in his 2nd professional game in the jungle was caught out there, and now perhaps has cost his team a Baron. 2 Hours. He's had a very good game so far. The needlework coming in from Genax, but he needs to get those auto attacks off to get the reset procs. Baron down to 700 secured. Genax will retreat, SK will retreat, and Misfits have just had an incredible series of plays. VTO still going to be chased here for us, and we saw this from Misfits yesterday as well, Betty. It's a weak early game or a few mistakes in the early game. The enemy team getting some early kills. I'm having none of that. Backs away immediately. Mid lane tier 2 is the target here. Dodge away there by Kobe. Arcane shifts. Swirl seed hits onto 2. There's the sleep. SK know they have a man advantage right now because VTO is in the mid lane. Killer Instinct in from Jezu, immediately exhausted, but Treats is, Kobe is down first. And here comes the follow-up. Vander falls second. The shutdowns rain down for SK. Here it can do nothing as SK get 4 kills in the bottom lane.
Beautiful answer from SK. Very well played by SK. They maintain the gold lead for now.
Okay. VTO's challenging 2 Hours here. He's got 3 items. 2 Hours going to try and trade into it. Dodges away from the Chaos Storm. Steps back into the gravity field. Stunned up. And VTO gets himself 900
She almost did more damage than her whole team. That was, yeah, Gwen. In any case, the thing is you need the setup in order to do that. And I think that Misfits still have the advantage. Here we go.
This is Cloud Soul for Misfits. Jez is looking for a flank position, but he's all on his lonesome, and he's dead before help can arrive. Razork stepping in as well. The stun's going to land on the Treats. Hook goes a little bit wide there from Hirit. Vander eats up the culling with his unbreakable shield. There's another sleep. Kobe cleanses. He's got that QSS now. That's a bit of a Z-axis thing there for the Legends.
Will not be able to interrupt Jezu's back, but still they will get themselves the inhibitor. Is that a TP flank? Yes, it is.
Here comes Gwen. Let's see what Genax can do in this situation. Oh my goodness, no. No.
That's 1 ult.
I just built it up so high.
That's 2 ults. Here we are.
He's going to face off against Hirit. Oh, Razzle flashes in. 2 Hours caught out. 2 Hours shut down. And Genax, I'm sorry for SK, but that TP sucked. He's caught in the middle of 5 of Misfits now. Here comes Genax, and there he goes, limping back to the fountain, dead as a doornail as Misfits look to put the final nail in the coffin of this game. They will go 2-0 in their first 2 games here in the LEC, and even though their early games have been weak, their mid-games have been sublime. Jezu dives in, Jezu dies immediately. And only the Nexus Towers stand between Misfits and a perfect start to summer. Misfits take down SK and continue their undefeated record.
Good stuff from the side of Misfits. As you rightly said, they played it slow in the early game. They didn't really have a huge number of lanes to play around. Potentially top they could have been a little bit more active about, but they were scaling. They knew that
Team Vitality certainly have a lot of strong tools, whereas Rogue, yes, the champions are strong, but Gragas is a big question mark for me in this meta.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. Against the likes of Gwen, who can build towards Thornmail. We've seen that alongside the Riftmaker. Udyr will be a frontline tank. Viego will be tanky, and so will the Nautilus. So it's not
Maybe hoping to catch Trimby out. Not sure if they spotted the Leona moving into the bush, but Labrov now stepping forward. They've spotted Trimby. They've got 3 members here. Hansama going to step forward, use the Hail of Arrows, lay down a few auto attacks, but Trimby most likely going to have to commit the flash here in just a moment, waiting to get a bit closer to the wall.
Won't have a chance 3 gank mid. He hasn't taken his red buff yet. He was spotted on a ward, I believe, so I think Larssen must know this, and he's hugging the top side of the map.
Makes sense, but now he's burned the dash in. Getting a bit more space there, very aggressive. Maybe hoping to burn the flash out from Selfmade, forcing his flash early though. Here we go, Nimbus Cloak coming in. That is one fast Udyr. Larssen, what are you doing? You saw him, and you dashed forward anyway. First blood for Leader.
I wonder if he did see him on that far. Odoamne forcing the TP out of SLT. I wonder if he's going to save the TP himself, as we see an aggressive trade in bot side.
Going in, Lebrov taking a decent amount of damage. Hansama just continuing to rain down auto attacks, but Trimby getting lower and lower. They're flashing forward. Lebrov burning down. It's the 1-for-1 now. It's the 80 carry duel, but Crownshot has the advantage. We're going everywhere. We got 2 points to focus on. You got a gank in mid lane. You got Crownshot stepping back here as the TP now comes in. Larssen dashing out to safety. Spectral Mach comes in. That's the stun on your top screen. Meanwhile, Odoamne chasing down on the bottom side, looking for the fear, willing to follow Crownshot under the tower. It's a 1-for-1 across the map.
Yeah, there's the safe TP I just talked about from Odo, and just a very smart mechanical play there on the bottom side. And level 6 Nocturne with TP is very dangerous, right? You can pop the Paranoia, drop the TP, and you don't even know where it's coming in. So, hang on a second, Inspired's going over the wall.
Might not be where he wants to go. Now, Crownshot's all on his lonesome, but they've locked Inspired up for now, but Inspired still has the Predator active. He's going to try to run out to safety, so Crownshot paying the price there. Lebrov and Selfmade initially feeling
They have much peel. Lebrov moving towards the river, and Inspired just sees the opportunity despite the 3v3 being there. He manages to find the gank. Larssen, however, is pushed in mid, and he's moving towards the top side. There is a stacking wave of some sort, and SLT doesn't have the flash. He's holding the wave here, so it crashes into the tower.
Waiting, pulling back Odoamne, just moving in with a little bit extra damage. Needlework not going to finish the job as Odoamne manages to walk away. Well played, waiting, making sure that Gwen's W, the Hallowed Mist, was not available, but now Leader is in the area, moving in, moving forward. Will he just alter the bush blind? No. Not going to take.
We'll start playing towards the bot side here a little bit more.
Certainly makes sense, and Selfmade is already now in the area, stepping forward. Inspired can try to run in here. A little bit difficult here. The flash out from Lebrov, not quite enough. The chain CC here is absolutely brutal as Lebrov gets pulled back in and is sacrificed. Selfmade and Crownshot do not want to commit to that.
Strike would be a little bit risky. Odoamne has the TP, but Hans is basing, so maybe Rogue have to give this up.
Inspired topside with Herald. That one at 3 plates, so pretty easy take for Rogue if they want to commit resources there. It's just going to be the Infernal Drake, though, taking
the top wave. He's moving down the river. Look at the pink setup in the top side river for Rogue. They can move up and down this river as much as they want, and Selfmade can't really see anything. He might get contested here a bit. Inspired's around.
Inspired in the area. Now he is behind a little bit individually, but Gragas certainly has more team fight prowess. That said, it might not be enough. Nocturnal now coming in. He's trying to one-shot the Udyr. Odoamne is going to get one, but it's now traded back.
Yeah, 1-for-1 in the end. Odoamne used the Ignite and the Paranoia there to take the kill. Inspired, the knockback. Hans is just hitting the tower for free because the jungle support are bot side. Lebrov doesn't have a jungler to team up with him, and this is the consequence. Mid-bot suffers.
Body slam flash. Leader now going to be in trouble. No room to dash out. He will get taken down. I love this from Inspired. He felt like he was a little bit invisible here in the early game. Got the Herald. That was the first play. But now that he's got a few levels under his belt, he's been absolutely everywhere Rogue has needed him to be.
Definitely. Forces out the cleanse. Now that is a disaster for Crownshot now, because until it comes up, it's going to be hard for him to fight.
I want to trade back. Big damage can come in from the Kog'Maw. One raining down now, but Hansama stepping forward. It's clean movement. Trimby going back under tower, and the damage from this Varus. It's impressive. The rest of Rogue now collapsing. Crownshot caught in the middle of everybody. He's going to need to maximize the passive value if he wants to come out on top here. Not even a meme this time. Get that passive value. Hans
dodges away from almost all of them. The living artillery is just about lives, and they win out on the 2v2 because Larssen and Inspired collapse down. Really well played there, forcing out the cleanse. Vitality think they can turn the 2v1. Tanky items he will be, but for now he's more of a supportive role rather than a carry jungler, right? And that makes sense given the champion.
Glass Ferrari. He goes really fast. Odoamne in a similar boat as he tries to leap in here, but Gwen is a powerful champion. The needlework now coming in. The good news is Larssen is also very strong, coming in to back up his boy there, and they will find the kill.
Yeah, interesting there. SLT winning SLT first time on the LEC, well, second game really, so there's a lot of, well, I don't want to say young blood, but a lot of experience to be gained for this Vitality roster. Leader doesn't have that many LEC games under his belt either, whereas Rogue is like this well-oiled this game. As Vitality will pick up this Herald after Rogue did take the Cloud Dragon down towards the bot side, and Crownshot has picked up the map here. You can see the 1-3-1 coming in from Rogue. Odoamne will go towards the top side. Larssen's pushing in the bot as he goes aggressive top side. Maybe Larssen, he doesn't have the TP.
Paranoia coming in here, Ignite, now the Stridebreaker forward. The fear coming down is massive. SLT trying to trade back. That's the needlework coming through. Snip, snip, snip. Dash forward. Skip and slash.
He has the dash up now.
Power dashing in, and that's it. Snip, snip.
Gwen is so busted, man, I'm telling you. It's, oh my god, that's so broken. And Selfmade goes in.
Selfmade now trying to find something. It's Hansama locked up on the backside. It is just him. He's knocked in the midst of everybody. Crownshot getting some good damage down. Leona tanking for now, trying to buy space for the rest of the team to retreat. It's just Leona that goes down. Leader gets a reset, but Everyone's just a little bit too far away to keep the fight going.
Yeah, SLT has way more damage than the one we saw on the top side of the map. So he's overcommitting here. He has the scissors. He does something like this, and then he goes for the dash, gets the ult, fires it across Odoamne, and Odoamne used all his bursts. And SLT still has the scissors, so he's still cutting him.
One more.
And then he has one more dash.
Quadra-snip. Get ready.
Here it comes with the EQ. East forwards gets the Q, manages to finish Odoamne, and that's just so much healing coming out from SLT. I don't think he does. And that top tier one is going to fall for Rogue, as Larsen's on the bot side.
No. Larsen, SLT now moving forward. Needlework now coming in. He is incredibly strong. Needlework last pass.
Oh my god!
Oh man!
SLB1s, but SLT is so tanky and heals so much. Didn't even have the ignite in that 1v1. Larsen falls with 2.5 items. Rogue engaging mid.
Could be now finding the catch. Nautilus still hasn't proc aftershot quite yet, so he's just getting shredded incredibly quickly. But Inspired's already been taken out. Remember, he's in a glass cannon, and here comes Gwen one more time, baby. But the shutdown growing to crown shot, and Vitality coming back with a vengeance in this game.
This game looked over for Rogue on the side lanes, and that all comes down to SLT, who made those plays and was able to TP mid into this one. I think this Baron will fall for Vitality uncontested, and they've made their way back in the game.
They certainly have. Incredible from Vitality. SLT taking what he could get. People wrong is that Crownshot had flash. He flashed out of the way. The body slam, it meant the cast didn't connect. I mean, it meant they couldn't knock the Kog'Maw back into the tower. He doesn't have that flash anymore. Rogue are able to grab this dragon. They might not have mattered in a team fight, but now they're right on track with Rogue.
Yeah, the armor items are stacking up. Look at Selfmade with the Chem Tank, Randuin's plate, steel caps. Even has a cloth armor. He's building full armor. SLT has the Zhonya's too.
It's not the case anymore. That is a Viego, naturally tons of healing. You've got the Divine Sunderer, Gwen, naturally tons of healing. Crownshot has a shield bow. You have to reduce this in a fight because when you have this much tankiness and this much healing, it's going to be bad news. Now Vitality just looking to turn and burn. It is the Nocturne onto the backside, but the cleanse comes out immediately from the Kog'Maw. Odoamne cannot find a single kill. He's getting burned down, and Leader is getting resets. SLT still alive on the backside. This team fight for Rogue is an absolute disaster. Desperation strikes for Inspired. Hansama flashes back to safety, but he's not getting anything else as Leader's going to keep hunting. Spectral Maw, where is it going to go? Won't quite catch the Blast Cone, and Rogue walking away here. They are against a Baron of Vitality. That was a mess.
Yeah, Crownshot is actually really fed on this Kog'Maw. Odoamne can't solo kill him, even with the... Yeah, I think Rogue needs to swap up their fights. I think next team fight, what you'll see from Rogue is instead of Odoamne perhaps diving the backline, he'll use the ultimate to buy time and then go on the front line of Vitality. So that means his carries can step forward. The tempo, it's going to be a bit difficult to face check this as well with so many waves pushing into you. Top waves pushing in. But they have got the bot wave pushing against Vitality, so they can maybe find a way in here, but there's no chance. I think they're just going to push mid and look for something else. Odoamne has the GA, so they're picking up a few power spikes, but Vitality aren't slowing down either. They've picked up a lot more armor, Cosmic Drive on SLT, and Rogue want to contest his vision because Vitality have started up the Baron.
One of the other big strengths of Vitality's composition is just the Gwen, just the Viego paired with the Udyr.
Oh, there it is.
To try to take this out.
Larsen has the IE, so he must have been sitting on a lot of gold. 4 items Lucian. Larsen can carry these fights, but they need vision on this Baron.
Certainly do. He also has to find priority target access. He needs to shut down some of the tankier members as Inspired just waits over the wall. This is a bit of a sloppy Baron. This is a bit high risk here. Rogue waiting in the darkness, but the hook going to come back in. Odoamne has now been caught out and uses the Stride Breaker away. It's Trimby caught in the middle of everybody. That's the knockback. They're going to be able to take the support. The TP coming in from Leader, but he's a bit late to the fight. So far, it's a 5v4. Gragas locked up on the front line. Selfmade flashing away, making it out to safety. It's an incredibly bloody exchange. Hansama now, this is where he's going to flourish. Raining down poke from afar as Crownshot is picked off. Rogue, the ball is back in their court, and they can turn to the Baron.
Yeah, Vitality went way too deep on that engage. They were very hesitant around that Baron for so long. Lebrov decides to pull the trigger, but he gets knocked back into 4 people. Larsen was slightly late to the fight, but once he arrived, Selfmade and Leader got absolutely shredded. They had to flash away. Larsen followed. 2 kills for Rogue, and they've picked up the Baron now. They don't have Dragon Soul points or anything like that, so the Baron is going to put them back in the driving seat, you could argue now. Level 18 on this Viego. He's very, very powerful, so if he can get into these fights, he's going to do a lot of damage. Rogue needs to be careful because Trimby doesn't have the ultimate.
Getting the backline will be a big deal. Eyes on the Gragas and Leona. That's the CC this team needs to buy space for their carries. Selfmade now running in. We may just have a smite fight on our hand. 2K getting lower. That one's going to get burned down, but Inspired manages to take it away. SLT throwing the ult out, but they've split up the entire team. It's now an absolute disaster. Selfmade still alive on the backside. Moving in, managing to grab a stun. SLT still going. The Gwen still alive. Goes Golden Crownshot untouched for now, but Rogue have taken the fight. Rogue turn it back in their favor, and they'll take out Crownshot and shift their attention into the mid lane.
That's going to be a TP. 50 seconds on Vitality. They have the Baron buff and hit them at the end, but Larsen was free hitting the whole fight. Vitality dive in. They only managed to take down Trimby, but that's going to be game. Rogue dropping the ball at around 20 to 25 minute mark, slowing the game down, being patient despite giving up such a huge gold lead. Massive throw from Rogue, but they managed to get the win anyway.
Good tenacity, coming in from Rogue, as you mentioned, being able to bring it back, knowing that they needed to slow down the game, and clean execution in those final fights. The mid-game was rough for that Gragas, I won't lie. I was skeptical as to what inspired. LCK, Akali mid, highest priority mid laner, most picked mid laner, rather. In the LPL, Set mid, the most picked mid laner. Of course, that was the stats from coming into the day, but something that I am ready to keep our eyes on. And 20 seconds, for those of you unfamiliar, is when you have to finally swap, return to very mid-focused style from the side of G2. You had Mickey and Jankos both going mid a lot in that early game. Something we will keep our eye on as we move further into this one. Still, only about 6 minutes into the game. Level 6s haven't even come through yet, but as expected, there's a spell shield on the set W. Haymaker, a big source of damage here, but now level 6 coming in for Broken Blade. Clutch timing here. There's no W. The flash away comes out. Wonder. Beefy little rodents there on the bottom side.
Maybe look at the CS. Hang on a second. I think he might go in here.
Going in. Gonna get the knockback to fall up here immediately. The equalizer from downtown needs to get out of this one. The shield is coming in. Neon trying to fire back. Maybe hoping to get a kill back with a passive, but Reckless can just jump back out to safety. Walk away from that.
But Schalke will get something on the cross map. Cure should level up from this Herald. And if they can use that Herald, that'll equalize the kill gold in a sense. So, Broken Blade might go aggressive here.
Again, just very easy, very simple trades here. Wonder not winning out. This just continues to go against him. This does not seem like a good matchup, but now he's trying to turn it right back. Broken Blade just going to grab the kill, though.
Solo Bolo in the top side. Maybe Mickey can salvage it, but Cure's hit too.
He's going to walk away.
Onto the Kog'Maw. Put him ahead of the Tristana. You can see G2's bot lane was mid, and it looks like they're trying to respond. There could be a playmate here. Broken Blade has TP, but he doesn't have the ultimate. I don't think the tower will fall.
He's going to get some plates, but who's going to be in the area to actually get the gold? Everything is going over to Cure. Definitely not ideal for the side of Schalke.
That's really unfortunate. You get there in time, but they don't have the Herald anymore, and Wunder's freshly out of base. Maybe they want to look for a dive, though.
Ulti coming in, big damage. There's just too many members in the area. He's going to go back with a big Haymaker. It's decent, but it's just not enough. Broken Blade going to grab that kill. Schalke now pushing in onto the tier 2, but plates are still up and available. So in terms of net gold, overall, not going to feel too bad for G2 as Cap still just tearing down the bot lane tower.
I'm surprised here. Schalke, despite giving up first blood and being a little bit behind, not first blood, sorry, like the kill in bots, Broken Blades kind of leverage a lot of their lead, and Cure's been able to find cross-map plays. Yes, he's down in farm, which you'd
Wonder will have enough gold to get that one. Hugely important, though, is that Broken Blade now has level 11, second rank in that Paranoia, and again, immediately trying to shut him down. Perfect spell shield to deny the exit. Big Haymaker can come in, but you just have to feel it's not going to be enough. Cure in the area as well. That TP might be too little too late. Oh, it's going to be a 3v1 here on the top side. Caps leaping out to safety. Caps unstoppable, but he's still going to go down. They get the follow, and that's it.
Broken Blade, huge flash from Caps, instantly matched by Nuclear Int. Smart decision there. Questionable decision one from Caps himself, but Mickey wants to make a play of his own.
Flash forward from Mickey. Equalizer now coming down. They need to kill Limit immediately if they want to keep this one going. Leaping forward from Reckless. He's going to find that kill. Neon now backing off. G2 firing back, but Jankos hungry for blood. Neon burning! Tick down. Jankos grabs that one. G2 match the play, and they're moving straight to the Dragon.
Yeah, they pick up 2 kills. Good decisive cross-map play there from G2. They lost out on the top side. Let's make a play in mid. Schalke's bot lane has no information at all in terms of where the 3-man is, so they can't really step up and contest that vision. They lose all of their summoner spells, and now G2 are on Infernal Soul point. So despite those mistakes on towards the top side, G2 have netted themselves a small lead here in terms of future objectives. Has no flash. Jankos is almost there with the equalizer. Mickey's behind him, and Schalke are nowhere nearby.
Fear coming through. Excellent use of the active there on the Stride Breaker. Broken Blade now running. Wonder can try to ult him, but I don't know how that's going to work out from him. All coming out just to block vision. Broken Blade now goes back in, and Wonder going to get a little highway back out to safety. Well played by G2.
Yeah, really good play there. Broken Blade trying to push up way too far, and Jankos punishes it. However, here comes the cross map. Nuclear Int's pushing in bot. Herald used in mid. Schalke should be able to pick up this mid tower, but G2 will be able to pick up top tower. So all in all, it will be a trade-off. Despite G2, they get the shutdown. Really well played from G2. Good ult, I think. There's a couple creeps left. Maybe Schalke want to pick up this mid-tier 2 and then collapse towards the Dragon from the top side of the map. There's 20 seconds, though, so G2 might think that they can burst it down. Schalke, I don't know if they even have time to clear out this wave. They have to start getting in.
G2 are just waiting. 5 men spread out across, looking for a single weak point. Wonder and Mickey both ready for 2 different flanks.
They're making them walk into this Dragon Pit. They've got 2 pincer flanks on the right and the left, and here they come.
Ulti coming in, equalizer down. Neon gonna be in trouble on the backside. It's immediately the suplex, the dunk down. Wonder now stepping forward. Reckless in the midst of the pit. Who can get the Dragon? Who can get it? It is Jankos in the end. Reckless still alive for just a moment. Reckless ends up going down, but Limit off to the backside. Wonder getting peeled off. The Kog'Maw finally unleashed to do damage, but it's too little too late. Caps, he's already taken the Zins out. Caps leaping forward. The ulti coming out. Spectral Maw, where's it gonna go? Broken Blade off to the side, trying to buy a bit more space for the rest of the team, but it's just him who is going to get burned down. Caps still ready to commit. Mickey stepping forward. Neon will not get a chance to base. if Mickey has his way.
Reckless is the absolute MVP of that fight. His ultimate took 3 people out of the pit after they flashed on them, and crucially it took Kyrie out of the pit. Caps though might look for Neon.
Spectral Mosh should be an easy pickup there, gets the reset on the possession as well, and we'll walk away. 2 Kog'Maws. And if they get this one, everything has gone in their favor in the last few minutes.
Yeah, they have the Infernal Soul. The Baron is pretty quick. Schalke need to get there, but now none of their divers have flash, neither does their bot lane, so Mickey's engage could be crucial.
You're right now locked up. This is the entire team. Equalizer going down. Limit taking so much damage. Neon in the midst of Wonder. Wonder where's the Haymaker going to go? He's going to get a little bit of damage back. Nuclear Int off to the backside. Calling back as much time as possible. Reckless is already dead. Nuclear Int is now running wild, moving through the entire team. It is Neon with a double kill. Jankos running for the hills. The Rumble is strong, but once they get on top of him, there's going to be nothing for Jankos to do. Trying to turn, trying to burn, but they both go golden, and Nuclear Int's going to walk out of this one. Caps looking for the reset. If he kills him quickly, maybe he can get it done, but there's just too much CC. They've shut him down. They polymorphed him. He's just a little kitty cat. He can't get anything done.
Schalke ace G2 5-0, and G2 have Infernal Soul, and the Tristana is so fed. G2 looked so indecisive on that Baron. It's very not like them.
Neon stepping forward, getting a bit of chip damage down. Broken Blade waiting in the darkness, trying to find an angle into this fight.
G2 are stuck in a choke, and Reckless doesn't have an Infinity Edge yet. It's a bit of a hesitating fight, and Broken Blade's off to the side. Reckless is going for it.
If they one-shot the knocker before the fight even starts, it's going to be everything that they need. They're going to try to get the reset coming in as well. Mickey trying to buy as much space. He's out. Can. Where are they going? That's a polymorph on the set. Set trying to get a little bit more space, but he hasn't even ulted yet. He's going to knock the Zids out back into his team. It's the Equalizer down, but Caps, can he find a reset? Can they get any more damage? It's Reckless. He's untouched on the opposite side of the wall. He's the only player you need to watch, but he's just not enough. Schalke stand strong. Schalke turn the fight, and they take it. Elder Dragon will be theirs if they want it.
Broken Blade's ultimate to get out of that fight was crucial. If he fell, I think Schalke would have lost that, but he bought enough time to go on to Wunder. Wunder's the one who falls, and Schalke win the fight. Nuclear Int did so much damage to the backline of G2 when they're all clumped up, focusing on Broken Blade. I can't wait to see the replay of that fight.
Just incredible from Schalke. The fact that they made
shut down the Akali, and Schalke are forcing this Baron. I think they still have the Elder buff, so I think G2 just have to give this one up. Maybe look for something towards the bot side. You can see when you give up an objective on one side of the map, try to look for something else. You can see G2 obviously going towards bot side, getting a little bit of vision, pushing out bot, and responding with at least something.
Enough for them to barrel through here and break the first inhibitor of the game on the side of Schalke.
Yeah, Schalke have 4 stopwatches, including that Zhonya's of Nuclear Int. They have a GA on Broken Blade. They have a lot of defensive tools, but a lot of aggressive tools as well, because Neon is very strong on this Kog'Maw. So G2 need to be really careful. Jankos just picked up the Void Staff, and everyone seems to be power spiking right now, but Schalke have the Baron. I think the Elder's about to wear off.
Broken Blade with the GA competed as well. Kyrie now leaping forward. That's the Nocturnal coming in. Broken Blade stepping forward. Nuclear Int does connect with the Shuriken. It's big damage. He's immediately into the backside, but the towers can see him. The Ignite can see him. G2 want to turn this back. Broken Blade's still alive. G2 holding on to their base, but they've grouped up next to their Nexus. There's no room for them to maneuver. Schalke just continuing to push forward. They've got Baron buff backing them up, and they might go for a bit more.
Yeah, Broken Blade's going to TP back here. G2. There's no bot wave, so they're going to look for an end here. Mickey goes in.
Forward. Mickey, that's a big play. The TP isn't going to be fast enough. Reckless, keep your eyes on the 80 carry. What can he get done? Nuclear Int is still alive. Broken Blade in the meantime. He leaps away. He finds the knockback. Caps is taken down. It is Reckless versus the world, but he is not enough on his own. Nuclear Int and Schalke No Fear will find the win from a devastating loss to a win over G2 Esports.
Wow, what an impressive game from Schalke. After losing that Dragon fight, losing the Infernal Soul, they win out on the Baron fight, and from there, they kept the game in their hands and they won out on the team.
His Volibear down in the bot lane after that level 6 mark. He did it in finals last split. He did it at MSI. Now he's going to have to do it against Fnatic.
And I love the stylistics between the... Yes, we talked about the backline down from the side of Mad Lions, but you also have good kite back potential from the side of Fnatic. You may look at Olaf, you may look at...
Individual lead that Broken Blade put together. The question now is, can Arma do the same? But instead, we're going to shift focus to the bot lane. Bit of an awkward move there, as the Shield of Daybreak does go onto a minion, but the flash forward from Kaiser, he's got the cooldown up in time. Elioya now moving in, Hylissang backing off, but he's got a bit of a shield. Hylissang not quite going down, holding on as Bwipo now returns to the bottom lane. It's a TP coming in as well from Niski in the mid lane, as Adam's gonna get a solo bolo on the top side. 1v1 traded back from the side of Mad.
Wow, Upset played that
Regular season a bit rough, but obviously they turned it around in playoffs and at MSI. As Arma now wants a little bit of revenge here. It's Alti versus Alti. Olaf on stop, but does he have enough stats? It looks like he most certainly does. Arma maybe not ready for this. Oh, team is on the way in, but man, Adam back-to-back on the solo bolos, walking back under the tower. Elioya taking some damage. Bwipo on the way in, but Bwipo may have stayed around too long. The leap back in, Bwipo turns for the stun. Kaiser taking the tower. Bear stance. Not available quite yet. The Phoenix not going to be enough damage, and double kill for Humanoid is
for Elyoya on the backside. So let's take a look at this. This is the initial first one. I think Adam just doesn't even get level 6. He just trades really aggressively onto Armwood, who gets hit by the Q. I'm guessing the flash is a little bit late, because Adam can follow. He does end up getting the kill. I believe he has Triumph as well, but that doesn't actually save him.
He pretty much had to perma-gank to stay ahead of the more conventional options. Maybe with Divine Sunderer, he can scale a bit more comfortably, as Adam could be in trouble. No mana here is going to be the big issue.
No flash either.
Ragnarok available, though, means he can make it out to safety. Just going to walk away on this one, throw back an axe, and get back under tower, but doesn't look like Armut's done. They know that the ultimate is gone. Dragon has already been taken. Adam just trying to one-shot the wave to make sure that he can punish on this one, but it should be an easy dive for Mad Lions. Adam going down, Mad walking out unscathed.
Yeah, the problem Adam's having here is his mid laner hasn't got Akali. She can't really face check or look for early fights. She wants to scale and get 1 or 2 items. And Whippo's playing bot side, so Adam's stuck in a 1v3, but now they can make a cross-map play.
Forward. Ghost coming in for Whippo. Important to note here, he zooms in on that one, but the lockup is there. Whippo now going to be in trouble. One more auto is going to seal the deal on the kill. They're going to grab some plates as well, but Whippo maybe not too happy about going down there, because it does mean giving up the Herald to Elyoya on the top side.
Yeah, 1-for-1 is not what you want there, because Elyoya is getting the Herald on the top side. They can probably Herald that top tower whenever they want as well, and take that one down. So Adam, despite winning lane...
Certainly spotted Elyoya as the duo, and Herald has to be the big thing on Fnatic's mind. It is running out of time. Elyoya needs to use it soon.
There we go.
Going to do so. TP now coming onto the bottom side of the map. Flash over the wall from Hylissang. Whippo's going to be in trouble. That's the stun. Whippo now locked up, trying to run for his life. Lulu can't save him on this one. Heal coming out. Whippo trying to make it to safety. Bear stance might just be enough. Now they're now leaping in, but Humanoid's going to finish the kill. Upset has no room to maneuver in this one. The cleanse comes out, but it looks like it might be too little too late. That's the stun. Elyoya's going to grab that one. Hylissang is in trouble. That is the double kill for Elyoya. Perfect stopwatch from Kaiser to make it out to safety.
Yeah, the stopwatch saves Kaiser from the Kog'Maw passive and the
fight. So have to see if Fnatic can make this one work, where they want to put their defensive buffs, whether it's into the Kog'Maw or into the Olaf. But for now, Mad Lion's going to grab a Drake uncontested, tie it up 1-for-1.
Stepping too far forward.
Trouble. That's going to be the Wild. Go tries to buy himself a little bit of space, but he's going to go down before the fight even starts. Now it's Whippo caught out as well. This is disaster for Fnatic. Mad just eating them alive. They had no reason to be there.
I'm really not sure why. Hylissang trying to get a little bit of information there, but he gets punished for it. Whippo tries to save him. He falls as well. So another 2 kills from Mad Lions. Elyoya has the ultimate if he wants to disable his tower.
Caedrel can now step forward. That's big damage coming in. Goes Golden, buys a bit more time, but Elyoya's here. Elyoya has the flash as well. Are they going to commit? Adam in the midst of everything. Caedrel goes in, but he doesn't get it. Niski holding on to his life for now. Adam now potentially on the chase here, but the axe will not connect. That's bad news for the Mad Lions.
Yeah, Humanoid was pushing top, and for a couple of seconds there I missed it. Small mistake, but it doesn't actually need it for the dive itself. Caedrel's just over-committing. Gets one popped by Niski. And that kill goes off to Fnatic, so another mistake here from Mad Lions, you'd say. They're going to get the tier 1 mid, Humanoid's going to get the tier 1 top.
Tier 1 mid, of course, though, going to free up a little bit more what he can. The rest of Mad ready to move. Keep in mind, Elyoya has flash. Armut has flash as well.
This is more like it. Whippo will have to face check.
Walking away again. Whippo does not have flash. He has Ghost. This is an easy kill pickup. Shockwave not enough. Niski now going to be in trouble as well as Kaiser goes for the collapse.
Here comes the dive.
Solar Flare goes a bit wide.
Doesn't have flash, but there's no wave for Elyoya. He doesn't have...
At least this Olaf would start to pull ahead, but Armut doing a much better job of holding his own, of keeping up the lane pressure here on the bottom side.
Still slightly behind Armut.
Mispositioning mistakes that cost him so dearly in the G2 game. Kaiser waiting in the darkness, level 10. Whippo, no flash cards. He immediately leaps in. They buy a bit more space. Whippo now trying to make it out, but he's just stunned for so incredibly long. He's running as fast as he can, and he's going to live. Whippo gets the kill onto Armut. Fnatic are going to walk away with 1.
I wonder if that was with Red Smite, because he does end up dying. You can see the damage Upset's outputting with Hylissang next to him. Mad Lions tried to make a pick onto Whippo, but he's too tanky. Humanoid going for the 1v1 top though. Niski no flash.
The fact that he landed that he is massive. Good damage onto Diski, trying to dash through, trying to finish the job. Not going to let him walk away this time, making up for Caedrel's earlier mistakes.
This is what I'm talking about. Over a side lane. Humanoid.
And they're now setting their sights on mid tier 2, knowing that Fnatic are late on maneuvering into the mid lane.
This is what we were just talking about. You can't overcommit resource on one side of the map when your mid lane's exposed. Mad Lions have Herald and they have mid push. Fnatic playing on only one lane top. They don't even get the top tier 1. Look at bot wave pushing in, mid wave pushing in. Upset trying to defend the wave top. Whippo has to protect him from the recall because he has no flash. So Fnatic's tempo is absolutely in the pavement. Mad Lions just taking full advantage of it. That's 3 towers in mid almost.
Caedrel opting to go for a few auto attacks onto Adam. Maybe Armut already taken bot lane tier 2. Everything turning against Fnatic in that one. They were 4K behind moments ago, and now they're 6K behind.
Yeah, that whole sequence for 2 minutes was really not Fnatic favored. Upset lost his flash. They didn't get top tier 1. They got barely shallow vision in the topside jungle of Mad Lions. And Mad Lions get...
When you're not ahead, or it's not super late game, normally that might not be an option. But if you can get a Baron, or in the case of Humanoid, if you're ahead of the clock on items, Upset and Hylissang have to be so careful here. Going over the wall, just leaping in onto Upset, trying to buy as much space. Arma goes over as well, but their attention is split. You've still got 3 members stuck in the pit here. Whippo going forward, a bit of a scattered call coming in from Matt. Adam can just run straight into that pit, but I don't think he's going to. Elyoya flashing back over the wall. It is absolute chaos. Humanoid going back in, but it is the Baron over to the side of Matt. Oh. And now Humanoid just looking to style. That's Niski taken down. Humanoid still alive. Goes invisible, takes out Upset as well. It's the double going over to Carzzy. 1 kill going back to Humanoid. And now Whippo's in trouble too. He doesn't have a flash. The ghost now burned. He has to run for the hills. Elyoya just looking to finish the job. Everything again going in the favor of Mad Lions. It was a scrappy fight, but they get the Baron, they get the kills, and they're moving into the mid lane.
Humanoid absolutely styling on Fnatic, dodges away from the shockwave and solo kills both of the carries of Fnatic. Yes, Carzzy was there to help. Hang on. Maybe Kaiser might die here. Adam does take him down. Humanoid versus Adam. Adam has a fully stacked Conqueror.
RuneScape dueling and Olaf, not the best choice, but the axe will go wide. That's going to be big. Humanoid can try to fire back.
Humanoid has the flash and the Zhonya's, but he doesn't have the ultimate. Control both side lanes and they can control mid wave. Now they have the option. Do they want to play towards top or bot? Looks like they're playing towards top, and Humanoids won't be wanting Adam, but Upset and Hylissang are around. He needs to be careful.
Humanoid goes back in, trying to get some damage down, but there's the wild growth. Immediate shutdown. Gold over to the Olaf. Well played by Fnatic. Humanoid a bit too cocky on that one, but in the meantime, his team is getting work done. That's going to be at least 1 inhibitor tower knocked down, so all is not lost there.
That's the advantage and the disadvantage of 1-3-1. You play on more lanes so you can punish overextensions, but you're very vulnerable because your resources are spread thin. You can get caught out on side lanes, and that does end up what happening. They get the bot tier 3, but Kaiser might fall as well.
Once he comes in, the health picks as well. Kaiser just getting run down here. There's absolutely no way to get away from this Olaf with so many movement speed steroids. Adam, an absolute monster if he's allowed to just auto attack.
Yeah, Mad Lions getting caught a lot here with this Baron. They do manage to get bot tier 3, they almost got mid tier 3, and they made a great play. And they punished Humanoid's overextension, but now Humanoid might want to punish Adam back.
Double TP now coming in, Armand on the way forward. Adam gets some good damage down, but there's no way he can win this with more health coming in. He's going to try to run to safety, the flash back out, the Gore Drinker to heal. Now Hylissang is in the area, the shield coming in, the Whimsy as well, he's running, but he might not be fast enough. He has to turn and he will go down.
He's tanky, Hylissang's ultimate just came up, that's why I was slightly late. Adam does end up falling.
They got more than enough wave clear with no Baron on the side of Mad, but Mad are strong and they are not scared. They're just going to walk right into the base. Solar Flame managed to connect. Kaiser now going forward. Whippo going to be in trouble. Just barely able to make it out. Carzzy trying to finish the job, but he can't quite get it done. Upset now stepping forward. Knows that he's uncontested for now. Armand having to dash back out to safety, but eyes on the Kog'Maw. Stepping forward. The damage is good. The team is there to back him up, and Humanoid cannot find a way into this back line.
Yeah, Humanoid didn't have ultimate up for this fight, so he couldn't really get involved.
TP
coming behind, that's Adam.
Bit of a slow, but it's not going to connect onto Adam. Adam now walking forward. Humanoid should have the tools. He has the ulti now. Has to use the first stack through a champion, though. Can't just leap out to safety. In the meantime, it's Cloud Drake going down Soul Point to the side of Mad Lions, with Fnatic realizes.
So when the enemy team face checks, you can punish it harder. So Humanoid on the side. Upset has both summons. He barely got spotted out there. You can see Upset just pinged where he is. Does get vision on him. Niski will know, but this Baron's just gone.
It is gone. Fnatic just cannot get into the area. They have to stay.
On Mad Lions' team with the Cloud Soul benefit. Renekton, Leona, Kaiser. Elyoya pushing in mid, trying to get the mid inhibitor. Mad Lions sieging towards his top side. Maybe Adam wants to find and engage.
Done under Arma, double dash back out alongside the Starbreaker. Now Carzzy's going to be in trouble. He can try to reposition, but only the enemy backline. Now it is the death ball of Fnatic. They've got a Kog'Maw, they've got an Udyr, they've got an Olaf. They just keep running forward. Arma trying to dash to safety, but the Polymorph comes out. There's no room. Humanoid wants to get something done, but his team is just getting slowly but surely shredded.
Fnatic keep finding ways to stall this game out. The Baron's been picked up from Mad Lions, but can Fnatic find a similar engage? Shockwave should be up soon. It's quite low cooldown at 31 minutes into the game. But Upset lost his cleanse, so he doesn't have that for the next fight. If Kaiser can land a stun onto him, then Mad Lions can.
Fnatic lose a fight here, the game is over. If they find a fight, maybe they can hold on. Arma dashing out to safety, but that's another tower taken down. No inhibitor towers left standing. Whippo running out of mana. Humanoid off to the side, but they just can't overcommit onto the Akali shield, just dash away. It's a similar story for Arma. It's a flash out from Carzzy, though. No shockwave, and now Mad Lions want to turn. Mad Lions want to find the fight. Hylissang going to be in trouble. Forced to use Wild Growth on himself. Carzzy in the midst of everyone. Arma dashing through. Whippo alive for a little bit, but it's just not enough. Mad Lions pull the trigger the second they see that cooldown used, and they find the fight in their favor. Adam wants to get something done, wants to turn, wants to burn. Maybe he'll be able to get Arma. Is going forward. The Gore Drinker coming in. The Olaf is incredibly strong if he can stick to a target, but Mad Lions are turning back. Niski caught out. He goes golden. Upset still untouched for now. Fnatic, can they hold this Humanoid in the midst of everything? Adam still going. Adam still alive. Upset and Adam versus the world. And it is Upset and Adam who come out on top. Carzzy and Humanoid waiting. Do they focus the champions? Do they focus the Nexus? The minions are here. Surely they should be able to finish it. Karzi stepping forward. The damage is there. The damage is not enough. However, Upset has to run. He cannot retreat into his own base. Still, the auto attacks are coming in. Mad Lions, eyes on the prize. Adam leaping forward.
The Nexus
Humanoid
slow.
finding one. Humanoid just needs to get something back, but Upset just walks back to the Nexus to make sure Humanoid cannot turn. The dash through. Humanoid going in. Hillisang is here.
The Nexus.
Oh, can he get it? One auto!
Whoa, that 2v2 went on for so long. Karzi trading his life to get Upset low enough, and Adam tried his best, but Humanoid life steals up and just manages to take down the Nexus.